Welcome back. Those were the main headlines and more details. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi received on Wednesday a phone call from Greek Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis. During the phone call, President Sisi praised the constructive cooperation with Greece and the positive development it is witnessing on the bilateral level and on the trilateral cooperation mechanism with Cyprus. The President said Egypt is keen on promoting different aspects of cooperation with Greece to achieve the interests of the two friendly peoples. For his part, the Greek Prime Minister expressed his country's keenness to enhance joint cooperation with Egypt, whether at the bilateral level or within the framework of the trilateral cooperation mechanism among Egypt, Greece and Cyprus. The phone call also reviewed a number of bilateral cooperation issues, especially in the economic, security and energy fields, in addition to exchanging points of view on regional issues in the Eastern Mediterranean and developments of the Libyan file. Egypt's First Lady Intisar al-Sisi said on Wednesday she was pleased to attend the celebration marking Egyptian Women's Day. The First Lady said she was also pleased to see inspiring models, Egyptian women who turned the challenges to success and heroism. The First Lady also said that the woman is the source of strength and sacrifice and will always be the icon of success. Under the auspices of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, the second round of the Palestinian National Dialogue concluded in Cairo on Wednesday. The two-day dialogue discussed Palestinian national issues and dangers facing the Palestinian cause and ways to enhance the national partnership to consolidate the national democratic path. It also tackled issues related to facilitating elections, which the participants agreed on holding it during the dialogue's first round in February. The Palestinian factions reviewed legal procedures of the electoral process and listened to the Central Elections Committee's report over preparations of the legislative elections and also agreed solutions on hanging issues to guarantee the transparency of the whole electoral process. They issued a final communique in which they hailed support by President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi to the Palestinian people and extended their appreciation for Egyptian efforts to host the Palestinian National Dialogue in all its stages, in addition to closely following up the implementation of what had been agreed on. The participants stressed the political and lawful unity of the Palestinian territories and the importance of holding the coming elections. Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli headed on Wednesday the Cabinet's weekly meeting. During the meeting, the Prime Minister praised the Egyptian women on the occasion marking Egyptian Women's Day. The Cabinet discussed a number of decrees, including the increase of wages of the government employees in the upcoming fiscal year with a total cost of 37 billion Egyptian pounds and to raise the minimum wage to 2,400 per month, as well as the increase of pensions by 13%. Meanwhile, the Prime Minister called for boosting ties between Egypt and Sudan, as well as accelerating the implementation of joint projects in various domains. During the meeting, Minister of Health Dr. Hala Zayed reviewed efforts of combating COVID-19 as well as providing doses of coronavirus vaccines to citizens. Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli met on Wednesday UN Resident Coordinator in Egypt, Elena Panova. During the meeting, the Prime Minister stressed Egypt's keenness to boost cooperation relations with the United Nations. The Prime Minister also reviewed the national project to develop Egyptian villages in the framework of Decent Life Initiative. For her part, Panova expressed happiness to represent the United Nations in Egypt, stressing she is looking forward to boosting bilateral cooperation relations. Upon directives by President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, the General Commander of the Armed Forces issued an order to send large medical aid shipments to South Sudan and Yemen. Egypt sent a military plane loaded with medical and humanitarian aid to Juba Airport in South Sudan and two other similar planes to King Khalid Airport in Riyadh to transfer the aid shipments to Yemen. The move comes as part of Egypt's continued efforts to support friendly countries in times of crises. Officials in South Sudan and Yemen thanked the Egyptian leadership and people for the Egyptian support.